How did I become a mentor at J. Morrison Legacy Center? I showed up, family. They actually put a call out saying they were starting to build up a mentor program to assist the ages from 12 to 24. I've been following Jay for a while now. So since I was in Phoenix, I've been following. I've been checking out the corner classes. I've been listening to the game he's been putting down, and I like his movement. Like literally, like you know what I mean. Everybody got their downfalls, man. You know, people always tend to point fingers, but the reality is, do it have substance? And for him to still be doing what he's doing, and the Legacy Center to be up, evidently all of the stuff that they was trying to say or bring towards him, you know what they say, there's no weapon that shall form against you that shall prosper if you're doing and living the truth. You know what I mean? So I believe that that's why he's still standing. That's why kids are being helped. That's why companies are still coming to him for assistance and guidance and for direction when it comes to investments. So, you know, I got into the program by listening to a call of action. There was a call of action, and I stood up. I raised my hand and said, hey, I'll volunteer my time. So it wasn't nothing like, oh, you getting paid to come down there. No, I'm volunteering my time because I'm cool with helping the youth. And sometimes you can help people that don't know you, and they tend to gravitate towards that knowledge better than someone that thinks they know you. And oh, I know that used to be so and so. Yeah, that used to be so and so. You know, he used to do that. See, when you around people like that, that's why, you know, even the Bible say a prophet is not accepted in his own home, because people where you're from tend to unconsciously and consciously hate on the direction you're going with your life. Like they like, oh, I used to know him, but he used to do this, but he doing this now, but he did this. Everybody got a pass, family. We all got a pass. And a guy that I met yesterday while I was at the group and we was talking, he said, oh man, you're from Arkansas, you from the Bill Clinton state, ain't you? And I said, yeah, but I'm conscious though. So he started laughing, meaning that, yeah, that's where I'm from, but I know what he did to my people. You know, regardless of what people want to say, I know the truth because I was a victim of that system. Like I went down as a adolescent, as a juvenile, and I spent 10 years incarcerated, almost 11 years incarcerated, and I shouldn't have been incarcerated as an adult at all for the charges and, you know, for the way that they went. But, you know, when you're young, you in a system where, you know, they lifting someone else up, somebody got to get stepped on. The only good thing about that situation was they was giving out free education in prison, and I took advantage of that, and that's how I got my GED, and I got my combination of welding and my college certificate in small business management, because I took advantage of the courses that they had available, and they had different other free programs like life skills, thinking era, anger management, AANA, things like that. And I took all of them. You know, I took parenting. My goal was to get everything that I needed that I felt like that could help me. And literally, the reason I'm a mentor there because I stood up to a call to action, and I actually came when it was time to come. And for those who know, you know, my headquarters in Columbus, Georgia. The mentor group is in Atlanta. It's in East Point, Atlanta. So it's a little under an hour and a half from me. So I drive there and I drive back to just be a part of the group. So I set that Saturday to the side every other Saturday. Um, Here lately, I had to miss a few of them due to me trying to do some renovations at my mom's house. That's been causing a few issues. You know how you run across issues that you got to go down and put your eyes on. Like, man, I got to fix this problem. So, you know, due to that, I missed a couple days, but I mean, a couple sessions, but I've been there the majority of the time, and I know people on a first name basis now, and they know me. You know, actions always speak louder than words. Like I always say that if you're going to do something great, you got to be willing to sacrifice something, sacrifice some money or some time. And it's crazy when you got a whole lot of money. Some people say, man, I'd rather sacrifice my money than my time. And when you don't have a whole lot of money, but you're working on a great idea, sometimes you got to sacrifice your time. You have free time. So use that time to invest in your business, to invest in building someone else up. So the reason I'm a mentor there now is because I literally lifted my hand at a call of action to help our youth. And it was a program, something he just wanted to kick off. They had the space, and now it's a part of the My Brother's Keepers program by Obama. So now it has been added to a chapter. So it's going to be a lot of great things that's going to happen from that standpoint. And I was there when it first got started. So I'm humble, but I came to the city because I wanted to meet him. So I was going to go to some of his events, some of the classes he did. So they actually had a open house event where pretty much where they invite you, show you around the facility, show you what they have to offer, the classes, what you can rent, the office spaces, different things that they do. And when I went to see that, they also had the next time was a Big Brothers thing. So I went to both of them, and that's how I met them. But I was actually just like anyone else, from the streets. When you see someone make it and survive, you don't want to meet them so you can say, "Oh man, let me get something." Nah, you want to say, "Hey man, give me some game." You know what I mean? I want to listen because I know it's something he can say that I don't know that can add some value to my life. So when I go there, I'm humble. I'm like a kid, family. I'm listening too. I share my story, but I'm listening to everybody's. I'm listening to the kids. I'm listening to the older men because everyone has something to offer. And it's amazing how these men have come out just to share, just to encourage the youth, just to say, hey, you can do it. Just to say, hey, I went down this path, and it was ironic. I want to share this because one gentleman stood up yesterday and he said something that really caught my attention. He said, "I have had 45 jobs." That's how he started the conversation off. Don't be like me, youngsters. Don't wait till you get old to figure out what you want to do. Bouncing around everywhere, you know. I never had a full career stuck on one thing. I was just doing everything. And I think that conversation was good because some people get lost like that just trying to find jobs without having a trade or a career or something solid to fall back on, just bouncing around. And that's a hard life because the pay fluctuates. You never get skilled or certified in anything where you can be able to get some solid money. But welding, family, welding is actually a tool that you can be able to change your life and financially, physically, you can do some great things. And if you are strong mentally and physically, man, there's nothing you can do. So I feel like the welding trade needs to be introduced to our people more because it gives us more freedom. It teaches us stability, it teaches work ethics, and then it also shows us how we can get enough money to invest in other businesses. You don't have to just stay in that box. You know what I mean? You can do other things that you like to do, but you have to start somewhere. And I think our youth need to know that they need to know that they can start somewhere by using their hands, by using their skills and building a business, building some stability for their families. And, being in the Atlanta area, everybody's always caught up in the hip hop. And ironically, I formed a hashtag called Welding Hip Hop because I enjoy hip hop. I was a former, or I am a hip hop artist. I say a former hip hop artist because I would say, oh, you don't release any more music, but I really do. I've been working on some, so I'm going to still be releasing music. I don't do it frequently like I used to due to, just a lot of things going on. But my goal was to release at least a project once a year to keep it in rotation, at least release something once a year. So I'm a little behind on that. But my last project I actually released was called Hoes No Hate. So check it out on YouTube. It's called No Hoes with a S, No Hate. And it pretty much talk about money holds no hate, family. And that's one thing that I realized. Money holds no hate. Like money will attract itself to anybody that hustles, anybody that works hard, anybody that can receive the inheritance because that money comes different way. It comes falling on the ground. It comes from work ethics. It comes from someone leaving you something. It comes from you investing. But money doesn't judge you. It's not prejudiced. It's not racist. It's not biased. It's going to connect itself with anyone who come in contact with it. So it's pretty much how I like to say proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. Me meeting Jay, me meeting a mentor there was when preparation met an opportunity. I was prepared and I met an opportunity. Now, I'm not saying that things are all big and glorious, but I got an opportunity to share my story. I got an opportunity to encourage someone to be a welder, someone to be a fabricator, someone to be a mobile welder, someone to be an engineer. And just to look in their eyes when we talked about numbers, and I showed them my bag, my backpack on how I get my money. And we always talk about the bag. Man, I'm trying to get this bag. I brought my bag out yesterday, and I took the bag out and I showed them what I got in my bag to help me get a bag. And I think that the youth need to see someone like us, literally, that's in their standpoint, someone that's cultured. And that's why I never switched it up. That's why I keep my beard, family. That's why I keep my gold teeth, because my gold teeth represents my struggle from the South, me being a native of the cotton field, me being a native of a plantation, literally. And once we was freed, that's what we did. That was a sign of a representation that we are free. And others that wasn't free, that's still on the plantation, knew that, oh man, them guys with that gold, they free now. That sister that smiles, now she free, because we wasn't able to take care of ourselves. And I just want to keep I want to keep that in proper perspective as I live my life. And that's why I'm cool with embracing my gold teeth and my culture, because I can switch it up. But I want someone to know from where we're from, the gutter, that you can make it without switching it up. If you want to get a certain job, yeah, they'll tell you, cut this off for a job, do this for a job, family, for a job. A job is a stepping stone. And I want to say this to anyone that might be listening: your family, your close friends, your relationship with God, those are valuable. Those are like glass balls. You don't want to drop them, family, because if you drop one of them, it's going to damage them. It might crack it, break it, shatter it, something. But it's never going to be the same. If you drop a glass, it's never going to have a crack, a blemish, something. It's going to have something that might cut your hand every time you rub on that spot. It's because it's glass. It's valuable. A job, though? A job is a basketball, family. It's just like watching Jordan slam or watching the NBA playoffs. Listen, it's just, you can dribble it, this court, that stage, this country, that country, over here, over there. You can do a lot of things with that because it's made to do that with. You don't have to set your whole life around a job. Now, you can, but I'm just saying, a job you can bounce back from. A career is what you need. We need a career to help really build some wealth, really close some of these financial gaps that we got in this country. And I seen Dr. Boris Watkins released a report, talked about that the wealth gap is actually closing due to more black people in colleges. But it's a twist, because a lot of blacks are going to colleges. They're getting educated, but they're getting jobs. They're not starting businesses, starting manufacturing, starting plants, starting companies. They're working for the companies. And we're not knocking that, but we're never going to have any true wealth as a people until we start building the businesses, owning the companies, training our own, teaching our own, educating our own, making our own. That's how we're going to be stable as a country, like Dr. Claude Anderson say in Powernomics. We got to learn how to make money, and we all gonna make mistakes, family. Things happen. We don't know this. See, some people think that from birth we just given all this good knowledge. We don't know this stuff as black people, as African Americans, the black natives. We have to learn financial literacy, and we think we learn financial literacy because we get a little money. Well, I'm not broke. That don't mean you know anything about money. You know what I mean? So some people just live off their credit alone, live off an image. And if you are the type of person where you are a entrepreneur, you're gonna be up and down sometime on your investments. You'll be up, you'll be down, you'll be in the middle. It's just what it is, because you're gonna put your money where your mouth is. You got to. That's the only way you're gonna make things happen. So I wanted to say why I'm a mentor there is because I answered to the call to be a mentor. I put my money where my mouth is, meaning I invested in myself. I wanted to go there. I wanted to help out, and I wanted to get something from it and give something to it. So I didn't just go there, can't wait to share a story to let everybody know who I was. But I went there, and I didn't have no problem with speaking out, saying, hey, this is who I am. This is what I do. I know you do this. And I got brothers in there that wear nice suits and nice clothes, some things that I probably ain't got a chance to wear yet. But it doesn't intimidate me because I'm a man. And so when I go in, I hold my head up as HogOn Welding, and I talk and I assist the youth. And yesterday, after I finished talking, a few of the men came to me. I need to get your card, sir. I need to get your card. I love your energy. You are the plug. I had one old school gentleman, black man, tell me, said, man, you are the plug. These youngsters need to know you. You can teach them how to make money. You can teach them how to be who they are. And then your story, you got to struggle. You've been through something, so you didn't see things that some of us haven't seen. And this guy was a teacher, and he said that the school, whatever school he was teaching at, told them not to smile to the students until Christmas time. 4 or 5 months they gotta wait when school starts. They can't smile until Christmas because they said it's like a form of weakness. And we all know, well, I don't know if everybody know, but they did a test on a group of kids, 2 group of kids, by the way. I want to share this before I let you go. One group of kids, they just gave them what they need: food, clothes, shelter. They didn't interact with them, didn't laugh, didn't play, didn't joke. The other kids, they did the same exact thing, but they interacted with them. They laughed, they joked, they played, they hugged, they cried, they had a relationship with them. It was some substance there. That group of kids was way smarter, and the first group of kids ended up becoming slow and having Down syndrome because they got no activity. It was just the basic stuff that they need, so they could never achieve to do big things. So we have to be active, family. We have to show love. We have to tell our brother he's a king. We have to tell our sister she's a queen. We have to throw our fists up and be proud for who we are. We have to show that love and that affection. We have to go outside the box to let them know that we care, that we really care. And by doing so, it helps us and it helps them. It gives us life and it gives them life. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to give life. So how I became a member was I dedicated my time. I didn't get no special call from Jay. Hey man, come down here. I've been looking for y'all my life. And nah, I didn't get none of that. But once I put myself in his presence and I was able to speak and I got a chance to speak, that's when I started gaining some attention. That's when people started knowing who HogOn is, who Black Feniks is. But they say that it's better to be called up by the king, to be seated, than to just place yourself there and him tell you to remove yourself. So the moral of this story is proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. And if you want anything, if you really want it, if you really want to help someone, you're going to have to do it. Regardless of what you're going to, regardless of what you're going through, you're going to have to show that dedication, that discipline, that devotion. You're going to have to do it. So how did I be a part of it? My dedication, my devotion. It was raining outside, I still went. It's a storm in my life, I still went. Because one thing for sure, we're still here. And our youth is going to remain in the same situation they're in today if we don't do anything. If we don't really be some real OGs by giving them something that can change their lives. HogOn. Y'all be blessed.